months is a good amount of time to get to know a person, or in our case, a vehicle. We've lucked in with the Mini Countryman Cooper S, which is a small, stylish SUV in the Mini lineup, and it's on our long-term fleet for a few months. Now I know what you're thinking. Small SUV probably doesn't spring to mind when you see this, but this car is the perfect example of size really doesn't matter. But what we want to know is it practical? Can it work not just as an urban runabout, but also out of town? Let's find out. The Mini Countryman is the largest in the Mini range. There are 3 variants in the Cooper, Cooper S and John Cooper Works. There's also a plug-in hybrid option. There are 3 trim levels available too, starting with Classic, Mini Yours and JCW Sport. Our model scores the Mini Yours package, which we'll chat more about later. It's worth noting that the Countryman recently got an update to its lineup with a focus on urban performance. They also elevated the design, including restyled lower portions of the front and rear bumpers, new LED headlights, and Union Jack signature in the brake lights. First impressions, well, it's a head turner. Ours is finished in British racing green and there are so many unique features as you'd expect from Mini. The styling is pretty chunky, but they've still managed to keep it luxe. And it has lofty ground clearance of 165mm. Now I said unique features and I meant it. Mini has left no stone unturned with cool additions like the piano black around the grille, those almost aggressive looking LED headlights, and with the Mini Yours trim, which is more of a luxurious option, you get so much more, like the badges on the C-pillar, on the wheels, and black roof rails. Under the bonnet, the Mini packs a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo engine, which pumps out 141 kilowatts of power and 280 newton meters of torque. It has a 7-speed automatic transmission and is front-wheel drive. What does that mean in the real world? Well, we'll hit the road shortly. You can access the boot via its power tailgate, and inside there is 450 litres of cargo space. There's also a luggage cover and a handy folding floor mat with storage underneath. The boot also has lights and an extra storage compartment. With the seats folded, the boot space expands to 1,390 litres, but you will need to go to the back seats to access that lever. The back has really decent room for a small SUV. As you can see, this is my driving position. I'm 173 centimetres and there is ample legroom. There's also exceptional headroom, plus people in the back seat get to enjoy that panoramic sunroof on really comfortable seats. They also get 2 USB-C ports, dedicated air vents, seat back pockets, large door bins with a cup holder, and Harman Kardon speakers in the doors. When you jump in, you'll no doubt be impressed by the large circular display system, and in it sits an 8.8-inch infotainment system. There's also a pop-out digital display and ambient lighting throughout. It literally looks like a disco inside. You get wireless charging, wireless Apple CarPlay, and a Nappa leather steering wheel. Plus, as part of the Mini Yours package, there are Union Jack badges throughout with extra detailing, leather lounge sports seats, electric seat adjustment for the front row, and head-up display. There's good storage too. The centre console lifts up for taller items. There's an additional storage compartment right near the 2 cup holders, a glove compartment, huge door bins with room for bottles, and along with your wireless charger, there's a USB and USB-C port for the front row. Other Mini Yours equipment highlights include black bonnet stripes, comfort access with keyless start, concierge service, driving assistant, Harman Kardon sound system, and a panoramic electric sunroof, just to name a few. Hitting the road on the Mini, and you can tell straight away that this is a driver's car. Now I say this a lot about Minis, but they are just so much fun to drive. As mentioned earlier, this has a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine with outputs of 141 kilowatts of power and 280 newton meters of torque. What does that all mean? Well, it has so much much power, and you don't have to go searching for it either. The acceleration is instant, super responsive, and this thing really is just a little pocket rocket. While the steering is weighty, it is really direct and gets you through those tighter turns. The ride is compliant and it has really good body control. You won't find that it thumps over those harsher surfaces either. One thing to note is that the visibility is exceptional in the Mini, thanks to that large rear window, and you get the added bonus of that elevated ride height. There are a bunch of features in here that really make the drive easy too, like the head-up display. The digital display system is easy to read. There's adaptive cruise control. Plus, you might also like all the ambient lighting, which by just a touch of a button makes it a really cool vibe in here. In the way of safety, there are 6 airbags, autonomous emergency braking with pedestrian detection, forward collision warning, lane keep warning and assist, adaptive cruise control with speed limiter, and auto high beams and traffic sign recognition. Mini claim a combined fuel consumption of 6.7 litres per 100 kilometres, and we'll let you know just how true this claim is once we spend more time behind the wheel. So now that you know all about this Mini, what does it cost? Our test model, as mentioned, is in the Mini Yours trim and will set you back $61,400 plus on road costs. So, 3 months with the Mini Countryman Cooper S. What are we going to do with it? Well, we're going to test out its practicality. And we're not just going to stay in and around town, we're going to head out of town too and see if it can work for both. As always, make sure you send through your questions and like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever videos like this one go live. Thanks for watching.